You are creating your own reality, whether you know you are or not. You don't think deliberately. You think reactively, usually. You think in reaction to something that you are seeing. But often what you are seeing is something that you don't want. And so as you're reacting to that, then you're practicing a vibration of what you don't want, and then sometimes wondering why what you do want can't come. And we say, you can't set your radio dial on 101 FM and hear what's being broadcast on 98.7. You can't do it. You have to set your tuner, your receiver, to the frequency of what's being broadcast. And we want you to understand that you broadcast your desire over and over and over again, even before you came into this body, and you've continued to do it ever since you got here by sifting through the contrast of life and creating this broadcast vibrational version of who you really are and what you really want. And your inner being, the source within you, stands in complete resonance with all that you've been broadcasting and what you have become, and holds steady that vibration and sends the signal of that. Talk about a broadcast. Talk about a broadcast that law of attraction is responding to. There is such a powerful frequency of who you are and all that you have become that is emanating to the boundaries of this boundaryless universe, and law of attraction is responding to it and lining up all of the cooperative components in order to give you what you want, but even better, give you all of the wonderful experiences that you will have along the way to what you want, to what you want, to what you want, to what you want. Because a lot of what you want is the journey on your way to what you want. And a lot of what you want is the never-ending journey. So you get what you want, but that's not the end ever, is it? Ask your kids. Are you never satisfied, you say to them? And they don't usually say it. They want to say it, but they know that you're not ready to hear it from them. I will never be satisfied, parents of mine. I was born to create my own reality. I'm an endless, boundaryless being. I've come with the energy that creates worlds flowing through me. This time-space reality has inspired me to all of this stuff that's in my vortex, but every bit of it's come. You just want them to understand that you're not the vortex through which it all comes. Root for them, encourage them to expect good things to come to them. Help them know that they create their own reality. And let them help you know that you create your own reality. And let the children teach you, because they haven't forgotten as much as you have forgotten about how life is supposed to feel good to you, and it's supposed to be fun. And you're supposed to be having a really good time, and it's supposed to be interesting and fun and loving every step along the way. And in those moments of contrast, those are good too, because you do not know clearly what you do want until you have a moment of knowing what you don't want. So step one is life causes you to ask. That's easy. You don't even have to know what you're doing in order for that to happen. It happens all day, every day. Ask, 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 ask. And source is answering, because what you are asking for is in this vibrational reality that we are calling your vortex of creation, this vibrational version. It's there, and law of attraction is responding to this powerful catalog of requests that you have been putting there. And this vibrational reality is maturing. It is gathering momentum and breadth and depth. And you have a vibrational relationship with it. And every now and again, when you're not complaining about something that isn't happening, you may accidentally find yourself in the receiving mode of what has been gestating in this vortex, and you then get an idea. Oh, an idea, a feeling of desire. You know how that feels, don't you? Whew, before you kill it with your doubt, or before you remember that you've wanted it before. In other words, whoosh, there it is. Ooh, receiving mode. So the key to deliberate creation is to get into the receiving mode, accidentally or on purpose, but to know when you're there, to recognize what it feels like to be in pure vibrational concert with that source energy, with your own creation. That's what step 4 is. The mastery of acknowledging what the receiving mode is and being able to get there when you want to and stay there because you like it. And then there's step 5. Step 5 is our favorite step. That's where you go back to step 1 and you're not mad at yourself. Step 5 is where you acknowledge that this is the process of life and that you're going to be sifting and sorting, and you're going to know what you don't want often before you know what you do want. But knowing what you do want is so important that you are loving and embracing the concept of contrast. You love this variety in which you live and all of the components. So many magnificent people here to co-create with you. All of you wanting different things, some same things, but you are each unique in what you want. And none of you would be a fraction of who you now are if it weren't for the others who are varied from that which you are. Most humans are running around looking for people to agree with them, to sort of support them in their desires. And if you knew what we knew, if you could see what we see, if you could understand the support that your vortex of creation already has, you wouldn't be looking for other humans to back you up with their agreement. You would be looking for your own ability to come into alignment with your own vortex, because when you do that, another idea, another idea, another idea, another idea. And that is how you live happily ever after. So often you say, well, once I get that money, or once I find that relationship, or once I move into my new house, or. And we want to say to you, those are things along the way. Certainly they are. But none of the things that you now want are the end of your journey. They're just evidence of your successful alignment along the way. Oh, and what's coming next, and what's coming next, and what's coming next. Difficult to describe in a short period of time, because the components of your vortex are so magnificently calculated and gathered and added to and sourced by source, that it will take you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime to actually live all of them. You have the ability here and now to tap into the frequency of your vortex. It really is time for you to begin to be the deliberate creator of your own experience, to be the translator of those vibrations into the manifested things that you want. You live here on the leading edge. You did not come to go into a dark space and meditate your life away. You came to be the manifester of these things. And we are all here with you, because this is where the leading edge is. This is where the vibration becomes at its most mature. This is where the satisfaction factor of that which we all are comes to its realness, to its wholeness, to its fullness. That's why you came. You came to experience all of that, you see. Jerry wanted to write a book, and now he is helping us help Esther to do that. And this book is called Turning Thoughts to Things. And what it is about is this vibrational reality and how it is in the state of becoming. And that it becomes a vibration. And then, if you're in the receiving mode, it becomes your thought. And if you are a master of holding your vibration where you mean to do it, if you care about how you feel and you are using your guidance system successfully, so that you are mastering the holding of that vibrational frequency, then you get to witness the next thought and the next thought and the next rendezvous and the next coupling and the next and the next and the next, until in time, part of what you've been asking for will come to fruition. Someone said to us the other day, Abraham, I really want $100,000. I want to travel. I want to take a journey. And we said, so here's this $100,000 that you want to be in place so that you can give yourself permission to begin your journey. But what we want you to understand is that your journey began long before that manifestation of that $100,000. Your journey began with the pieces that you put into the vortex, and it continued as your vortex gestated, and law of attraction and the inner being within you added to it. And law of attraction brought cooperative components. It was already underway, and when you received that idea that you said, oh, I desire this, that was the journey too, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. But when you say, my journey doesn't begin until I get over here, till I meet my mate, or until I get my house, or until I get that job, or until, then you are negating, you are slowing it down. If you can allow yourself to feel the momentum of the journey before it is something that is tangible, then you will stop slowing your manifestations down. Now that was the most leading edge conversation that we've ever had with any group. We want you to understand that this manifestation that you think you need, if you're waiting for the manifestation before you're excited about what comes before it, that manifestation won't show up. You've got to be excited about being happy about the idea of prosperity. You've got to be happy about the idea of prosperity, or you can't be prosperous. You cannot be angry that you are not prosperous and ever be. You cannot be discouraged on a consistent basis. You can't be more about the bills and the debt. You can't be jealous of those who are prosperous, or angry at those, or mad at yourself for not being. You can't be mad at your parents that they didn't leave you an inheritance, because they left you an inheritance beyond anything that we can even find physical words to describe. It's time for you to cash in your vibrational currency. It's time for you to accept that your vortex is ripe and rich. It's time for you to become the vibrational being that you are. It's time for you to care about how you feel. It's time for you to understand that how you feel matters a lot. It's time for you to foster those good feelings. It's time for you to lean toward positive rather than negative. It's time for you to let the momentum of your experience be about praise, not criticism. Is it? Is the momentum of your experience about praise? Is it about positive expectation? Well, we want you to know something that you may not know, because you might have just had a run-in with someone and they might have convinced you that you are the scum of the earth right now. And you might not be feeling very good about yourself for whatever reason. But we want you to know something that we know about you. We know about your true momentum. We know the momentum of who you really are. We know the momentum of blessedness and worthiness that you came into this experience with, and still that is the dominant momentum that is you. We want you to try just a little bit to become a vibrational match to that momentum that is really who you are, and then watch what happens with just the slightest adjustment of your mental attitude. Your mood matters so much, because your mood is your indicator of what you are doing in relationship with this vibration of your vortex. Your mood is everything, and don't you know it? So let's talk about receptive mode for just a moment, because when we talk about receptive mode, what we mean is you being the vibrational frequency that your inner being, that your vortex, that all that you are is, being in the receptive mode of that pure positive energy. But you're all in the receptive mode of something, aren't you? If you're having a very bad day, you're in a receptive mode. And the ideas that come to you are going to suck. If you're in a bad mood, you're in the receptive mode. But people and ideas and things that you rendezvous with, in other words, when those thoughts that produce that negative feeling emotion turn to things, you don't like them when they get here. But when these receptive mode, tuned in, tapped in, turned on, high-flying, good feeling vibrations turn to things. Whew, it's so sweet along the way. Each rendezvous is fun. You find yourself more clever, more willing, more ready, more able, as are those who come into vibrational alignment with you. And as those thoughts are turning to things, oh, what a wonderful experience it is. And as the manifestations unravel, unfold, reveal themselves to you, and others take a look at them, they want to say, who are you? How is it that your life is like that? Esther has been noticing, because much of her life turns to those kinds of things, and some of her life turns to these kinds of things. And the most wonderful thing is happening. She is making the association between the mood that produced these things and the mood that produced these things. And finally, after all of these years, she is caring more than ever about her mood, because law of attraction is a very steady friend. Law of attraction will not help Esther, nice as she is, to be the one exception in all of the universe that she can be in a bad mood and take action from that bad mood and not then experience the further action of all of that. Because if you feel negative emotion and you don't do something about distracting yourself from it, changing the subject, taking a nap, meditating, going to bed and waking up on a different vibrational foot, if you don't tend to the vibrational emotion that is negative, don't worry, it will get bigger. It will get bigger, it will get bigger, it will get bigger, and you will get ornerier, and you will get ornerier, and you will get ornerier, until there is a manifestation that you just have to say, oh, I get how that has become. I remember all the fertilizer I put on that. I remember all the attention I gave to that. In fact, I wrote a lot of it down. Look here. called a lot of people, talked to a lot of people about it. I got history with that. Verbal, mental, contemplative history. I put so much into this disaster I've created. We're exaggerating. No, we're not. We're not exaggerating. That's how it is.